A 3-year-old boy, Ayansh, was given world's most expensive medicine, Zolgensma, to beat a very rare spinal muscular disease. Now, an injection worth 16 crore rupees has now been administered to him, and he is from Hyderabad. He was suffering earlier from the rare disease of spinal muscular atrophy, and this, with SMA being also life-threatening, causes a debilitating condition since he was an infant. Hyderabad's Rainbow Children Hospital performed the rare gene therapy, administering the world's most expensive and imported drug to Ayansh on June 9th. Now, the huge amount for the medicine was arranged, however, through a crowdfunding campaign, a fundraising campaign, and therefore, with results now pouring in and him recovering, Ayansh is elated. So are his parents. They have expressed their gratitude to all the donors, well-known and strangers. Zolgensma is right now world's most expensive medicine, not available in India. The drug, which is an intravenous injection, is imported from Novartis in USA. India Today also had reported the struggle of Ayansh in February. Bollywood, cricket celebrities, corporate organizations and actors, whether it was Virat Kohli, Anushka Sharma, Arjun Kapoor, Sara Ali Khan, were among many stars who came forward, donated for the child, shared the word on social media. This is clearly an incredible story, the story of how when film stars, when public, when people in general come together to save a life they do not even know personally. And this time, thanking them, acknowledging the effort, and of course, in celebration is the father, Yogesh Gupta. He is the father of Ayansh, who's a toddler, about 3 years of age. Khushbu Jain, co-founder and COO Impact Guru, is also joining because that's where the crowdfunding initiative was taken. Dr. Ramesh Konanki, pediatric neurophysician, Rainbow Children's Hospital, Secunderabad, was the doctor and the team that was mainly observing and had been leading this specific initiative. I want to first go across to the doctor because, doctor, I think it's important for the viewers to understand what a big day this could be in the field of science. But I also have some questions. My first question would be to you: what is the status of the situation right now with the family, with the child? How healthy, and when was the dose administered?
Hello everyone. So we administered this injection Zolgensma on 9th of June this year, 4 days back, and he recently completed 3 years age, and currently he is doing fine. Day one he had mild low-grade fever, but after that he has been doing quite well. And over next few months, we expect that his disease progression would arrest, and slowly we expect to see some improvements in his physical abilities or the motor milestones.
When was the dose, when was the Zolgensma injected into him, and how much is the recovery period that you're monitoring?
Okay, so we injected him on 9th June, the last Wednesday, and this is a intravenous injection which is given over a period of 1 hour, and because of the known anaphylactic reactions, we had to monitor till evening of that day, and the same day evening we sent them home.
Yogesh Gupta is now joining me, and Yogesh, I'm a mother of a young baby. I can only imagine how strong you would have to be as a parent when you found out about the situation and about the problems that you had to go through. How, as a parent, you had to brace yourself, and what does this moment mean to you?
This SMA is a very deadly disease, and it's very complicated because it impacts entire muscles. So it is not just his one part of the body which is weak or which is not functioning. It's the entire body, entire system which gets impacted because of this disease.
When did you find out, Yogesh, that there was something amiss with the baby?
Yes, so we were able to see some kind of lack of growth from 5 to 6 months when he was 5 to 6 months old. But the proper diagnosis took some time, and we were able to find out that he is battling this particular disease when he was just a little over than 1 year.
1 year.
Yeah.
So when you found out that the drug that will have to be given, one is not available in India, if it can be imported, it will be about 16 crore of rupees. What was your first thought?
Well, when we found out that he has SMA, we actually knew we actually had read a little bit about SMA, and we knew that our life is going to change from here onwards because it requires a lot of support for Ayansh, and then you never know what kind of lifespan he will have. And when we got to know that there's a medicine which can cure him,
Yes.
and but the cost is something which is challenging. As a father, I was always of the opinion that I can always earn sufficient money to take care of my family.
Correct.
But when there is a disease like this and the cost is 16 crore, which is I'm sure, I mean, more than 95% of the people won't be able to afford it. So it breaks the heart. It really is the feeling of helplessness, that that there's a medicine out there which can cure your son, but you can simply not afford it.
How do you feel now, Yogesh, now that the baby is on a recovery mode and so many people, most of them you wouldn't even know,
Right.
but they've donated for your child? What do you want to say to them right now after that donation has come in?
So around more than 65,000 people, and most of that, as you rightly pointed out, they don't know Ayansh, they don't know the family, but they still contributed. They still, amplified our cause, made our campaign visible. So I am really thankful to each and every people who donated. Whatever the amount they donated,
Yes.
It's really something that brought us to the medicine closer. So I'm thankful to all the 65,000 donors who contributed. I'm also thankful to more than 150 friends who were continuously, helping us to make our campaign visible throughout that period of 107 days.
And I'm so happy to see Ayansh sitting with you on your lap, and may you have many more memories of smile and happiness from today. Impact Guru was the fund platform on which the family had then gone, and Khushbu Jain, the co-founder and CEO of Impact Guru, got in. How did you get involved with this? Because we have donation campaigns all the time, and there are many such families. How did this family, do you think, connected with people? How did you go about reaching out, telling them that this is a genuine concern and a genuine platform?
Right. So Impact Guru was actually, it was incorporated 7 years ago, back in 2014. So over the past 7 years, we've already helped, mobilize more than 1,500 crores from over 20 lakh donors across the world. So there, we already have a very, very solid donor base who keep coming back to our platform to, support various causes. And before Ayansh Gupta, we'd already helped a couple of other SMA kids raise this huge 16 crore amount. And I believe that's how they learned about us. And they reached out to us on our website, impactguru.com. They started a fundraiser. Typically for any fundraiser, and especially in Ayansh's case, we gave them a dedicated relationship manager. And then when we realized the quantum of this amount they were trying to put together, there was a 60-member team from Impact Guru that was working tirelessly day in and day out to mobilize and to with the outreach efforts. So
and Khushbu, you reached out to stars via that team, because I saw so many stars, from whether it was Anushka Sharma, Virat Kohli, and whether it was Rajkumar Rao, and many more, from Alia Bhatt, and from all fields, from sports and film industry. They got together, at least shared it on social media. Many contributed as well. Do you think that made a lot of difference?
Absolutely. So the way the crowd, that's the beauty of our platform, and that's the beauty of crowdfunding. When a story really, touches everybody's heart. And Ayansh is just such a beautiful, beautiful, and a charming little kid that I guess the story just became viral thanks to the technology platform we built, and obviously a lot of the efforts that the team and Ayansh's family put together. So his story really got viral, and it reached out to a lot of celebrities, and then I guess it just picked up. It got picked up by a lot of other celebrities who realized, the condition the child was in, and the urgency that was,
Yes.
that was there in this particular case. So we had set, ourselves a target that before his third birthday, we wanted to make sure we put together this goal amount of 16 crores. And I guess all of the celebrities were just so kind in terms of, donating and also helping with outreach. It really helped.
And it's a reminder, Khushbu, of what when our stars or public in general come together, that we can together save a life as well. Before I go across to the parents again, a quick question from Dr. Ramesh Konanki. What I can't understand is that this gene therapy, Zolgensma, is a single dose intravenous injection. But why is it so expensive? 16 crore rupees for any family would be a nightmare to collect, especially for a middle class family. And when it's about your child, you would want to do everything. And then 16 crore rupees plus another with tax as well, a few crores added to that. What is the reason that it is so expensive?
Right. This is the same question I think many people have been asking us. But we need to realize that the scientific research that goes into developing any new drug is not overnight. So it happens over many decades. So if you take this particular gene therapies, I think the research has been going on for nearly 15 to 20 years. And the amount of money that is put in by the pharma companies, researchers, amount of time, manpower, it's humongous. And on top of that, there have been gene therapies which are available for cancer cases, but the neurological disorders, nervous system disorders are considered one of the final frontiers whenever you think of biological therapies, because whatever medicine you give into the body, it's very hard to reach to the brain because there is a barrier which prevents it from going in. So a lot of cutting edge technology, scientific research goes into developing those methods to circumvent these challenges in the body. So that's the reason.
So how does it develop? If you can tell us, for the viewer who may not be aware, how common is it? How many cases we may have in India? And what precisely happens in these cases?
Right. So if we look at the population level, probably one in every 8 to 10,000 kids might develop spinal muscular atrophy. And in our country, currently there are probably 800 to 900 children and young adults who are living with SMA. When I say living with SMA, what I mean is the 2 to 3 times this number are dying before they reach 2 years of age, because the type 1 SMA is quite severe, and many children even don't get to reach their second birthday. So at present, this is what we are living. And probably we are under-reporting and under-diagnosing because many patients even don't come to medical attention.
Yes.
Before they even realize that they have something like this, they may die of bad pneumonias.
So definitely this case needs more awareness, and it starts with infancy when parents start to notice. I'm joined again by the father, and I saw that Rupal, your wife, had made a quick and a brief presence, but because you're still there, I want to know how difficult it was for you in the past few months. And third birthday of your child, Ayansh, how does it feel? How are you going to celebrate it? What all plans have you made for his future?
So yeah, I mean, when we started this campaign, Ayansh also requires a lot of attention, because this particular disease requires a lot of physiotherapy, and as well as other kind of attention which any kid will need. So even his feeding sessions are long because he has a swallowing issue. So when we started this campaign, it was extremely difficult because the time which we focusing on Ayansh to keep him active and to keep him
Yes.
his health fine. it was difficult because the physiotherapy which we are doing him with 3 to 4 hours, that has reduced to 1 hour. So 1 hour of session. So it was difficult for us, to manage both campaign as
Correct.
well as taking care of Ayanch.
And third
But
birthday is
then,
here.
I think for greater good, it was required that we need to focus on campaign so that he, in future he is okay. And he turned 3 years old when on 27th of May, and we were able to raise the required amount by 22nd. So yes, I mean the joy and the happiness what was there when we were celebrating his birthday. A lot of people, lot of well-wishers, they interacted with him. Lot of people send him gifts and cakes. So yeah, I think he was also enjoyed that day quite a lot.
So I can only say that a thank you to Dr. Ramesh Konanki, his team, and many other doctors who are consistently researching and trying to get such drugs into India for many such families, to Khushbu Jain, basically to come across and then spread the word, because hardly people would be aware about it. It's underreported as well. So thank you for coming together, generating this campaign, getting the big names also involved. But of course, the congratulations, and hopefully that the recovery will be very fast, to Yogesh Gupta, his wife Rupal, and of course to the little Ayanch. I'm so happy to see him smiling. May you have many more memories. Thank you so much for joining us and talking to India Today about the problems that you faced, and of course about the recovery. But also, let's remember, while we thank this family, there are many others who are still struggling, and perhaps the government can intervene even further to try and reach out to similar such families. Thank you so much, all of you, for taking us your time, and wishing the best to the little Ayanch and the family. And this perhaps is India. When we come together for each other, we do not know them personally, but when we realize the urgency, the families get the help and support. This is the India that we are definitely aiming for. Thank you so much for watching this discussion. Stay tuned to India Today.